Be me. 24. Between jobs. Not desperate, just stuck in that quiet in-between where every plan feels temporary. Friend of a friend texts me, asks if I want a house sit. Easy job. Short term, just stay in the house, feed the cat, water the plants. Then he tells me the pay. I ask him if he added an extra zero by mistake. He says no. That's the first red flag. He adds one more thing, almost casually. She's very private. Just don't touch anything you don't need to. If someone pays that much just to sit in their house, it's never just about the house. I still say yes. Drive out to the address. Quiet street. Gated. Every house looks expensive in that calm, confident way. No fences, no noise, nothing to prove. Her house is at the end, bigger than the rest. Clean lines. Too perfect. Like it was designed to be empty. She opens the door herself. Late 30s, maybe early 40s. Hard to tell. Confidence like that messes with numbers. She looks me over once, not checking me out, evaluating. "You're the house sitter," she says. Not a question. "Guess I passed the background check," I say. She smiles, small, amused. "We'll see." She lets me inside. The place smells expensive, wood, clean air, something sharp and intentional. She walks me through the house, slow, pointing things out like she expects me to notice details. "Kitchen's yours. Guest room upstairs." Pause. "That door stays closed." She points down the hall. My eyebrow lifts before I can stop it. She notices. Of course she does. "Curious?" she asks. "Always," I say. "But I like getting paid." That gets a real smile. She hands me the key. Our fingers touch. Linger half a second longer than necessary. Not awkward. Deliberate. "Text me if anything feels off," she says, then adds, "or if you need anything." She watches me for a moment, like she's memorizing how I stand in her house. "Don't make yourself too comfortable," she says lightly. I smile back. No promises. She leaves the next morning. First night alone. The house is quiet, not empty. Aware. Every sound carries. The fridge, the floor, the soft hum of something expensive keeping everything perfect. The cat ignores me completely, which somehow feels like approval. My phone buzzes. Her name. "Did you get settled?" I type back. "House hasn't tried to kill me yet." 3 dots. Then. "Good. It doesn't like strangers." I stare at the message longer than I should. Standing alone in her kitchen, key heavy in my pocket, already knowing. This job isn't going to stay simple. Next morning. Wake up before the house does. Light coming in through tall windows I didn't notice last night. Make coffee. Stand there holding the mug. Feels wrong to lean on anything. Like the house would remember. Phone buzzes, her again. "Did you sleep okay?" I type. "Quiet place? Almost suspiciously quiet." 3 dots. It takes time to get used to. I walk the house slower this time. Notice things. Books arranged by size, not subject. No family photos. Art that feels chosen, not sentimental. The closed door at the end of the hall stands out more now. I don't touch it. She texts again. "Figured out the coffee machine." I answer. "I think it's judging me." It judges everyone. Later that day, I'm sitting on the back steps feeding the cat, still ignoring me. Still here. Another message. "Water the plants tonight." "Not too much," I reply. "You trust me with the house, but not the plants?" Plants don't forgive mistakes. It makes me smile. That bothers me. By day 3, I stop feeling like I'm staying somewhere. Start feeling like I'm inside someone. Her presence is everywhere. The way the lights are set. The notes taped inside cabinets. Small handwriting. Decisive. Trash goes out on Thursdays. If the alarm blinks red, don't panic. Yes, that shelf is supposed to be uneven. Each note feels like she's still talking to me. That night, I'm lying in the guest room, scrolling my phone. Can't sleep. Text from her. Late. Did you make yourself comfortable? I think before answering. Define comfortable. Pause. Longer this time. Still figuring that out. There it is. Not instructions, not supervision, something else. The next morning, she sends a voice message, her voice low, unhurried. I forgot to mention, you can use the fireplace if you want, just be careful. The way she says careful isn't about fire. I don't reply right away. Instead, I sit there, phone in my hand, realizing she's been doing this on purpose, checking how I respond, how fast, how much. I finally send. You give a lot of warnings for someone who doesn't worry. Her reply comes quick. I worry. I just don't panic. That one sticks. That evening, I'm in the kitchen when my phone buzzes again. I might be back earlier than planned. No emoji, no explanation. I type. Should I be worried? 3 dots. Stop. 3 dots again. Only if you broke something. I glance around the pristine kitchen, the house that still feels like it's watching. House is still standing, I text. Good, she replies. I'd hate to come back disappointed. I lock my phone, lean against the counter, realize I'm smiling again. Whatever this is. It's not accidental, and it's definitely not professional anymore. By the end of the week, the house stops feeling unfamiliar, and that's what makes it dangerous. I know which floorboard creaks, how long the shower takes to heat up, which light switch does nothing but still feels important. Her texts keep coming. Not often, just enough. Did the cat eat today? I send a picture of the bowl, still half full. She reacts with a thumbs up. Don't forget the trash. I don't. She knows I won't. One night, the power flickers, just for a second. I stand there in the dark, waiting, like the house is deciding something. My phone buzzes almost immediately. Everything okay? I type. Power blinked, house still breathing, she replies. Good, I'd miss it. I pause, then send. You? There's a delay, long enough that I consider deleting it. I don't miss places, she finally writes, just how they feel when I leave. That one lands. Later that night, I'm sitting on the couch, wrapped in a blanket I didn't mean to use. It smells like her. Not perfume, just clean and warm. My phone buzzes again. Late. You're not sleeping, are you? I hesitate, then answer. The house is loud when it's quiet. She sends a voice message, her voice softer than usual. It gets used to you, eventually. That doesn't help. Days pass. I stop thinking of it as her house. Start thinking of it as where I am. I cook, badly. She comments on it from pictures. That pan hates oil. You're cutting that wrong. Still edible? I send back. Define edible, she replies. You survived. That counts. One afternoon, I open a drawer looking for batteries. Find an envelope, my name on it. Not dramatic, just my first name, her handwriting. I stare at it. Heart doing that quiet thing where it doesn't speed up. It just gets heavier. I don't open it. That night, I text her. You left something. She answers immediately. I know. Should I read it? I ask. 3 dots. Pause. 3 dots again. Only if you plan on staying. I set the phone down. Don't reply. Sleep doesn't come easy. The house feels closer, like it's leaning in, waiting to see what I do. Next morning, I leave the envelope where it is. She doesn't mention it again. 2 days later, she texts. My trip might end early. No context, no explanation. I type. You don't sound surprised. Her reply comes slow, measured. I usually know when I'm ready to come back. I look around the kitchen, sunlight hitting the counter, my mug in the sink. Realize she's been watching how I live here, the same way I've been learning her house, and somewhere between the instructions and the silence and the keys in my pocket, This stopped being temporary. She comes back on a Thursday, 2 days early. No warning this time. I hear the garage before I hear the door, that low mechanical sound that doesn't belong to me. I'm barefoot in the kitchen, wearing one of her sweaters, not even thinking about it anymore. The door opens. She steps in, stops, her eyes flick over me. The counter, the mug in my hand, like she's taking inventory. For a second, nobody speaks. Then she smiles, slow, unbothered. Looks like you didn't break anything. I shrug. House is still standing. She sets her bag down. Doesn't move closer. Doesn't move away. You made yourself comfortable, she says, not accusing, observing. You told me not to promise anything, I reply. That makes her laugh. Quiet, genuine. We sit in the living room. Wine appears without discussion. The cat finally acknowledges my existence by sitting between us. Conversation comes easy, about her trip, about nothing important, about how the house feels different. She looks at me over her glass. You fit here, she says, then adds, I didn't expect that. I meet her gaze. Neither did I. Silence stretches. Not awkward, charged. She sets her glass down first. I should probably say this, she says, voice calm, careful. I don't usually blur lines, I nod. I don't usually cross them. She studies me, then steps closer, close enough that I can smell her, clean, familiar. Are you uncomfortable? She asks. I don't answer right away. Then, no. Good, she says. And then she kisses me. Not rushed, not hesitant, like she's been deciding for a while. I kiss her back. No surprise, just choice. When we pull apart, she rests her forehead against mine for half a second. This complicates things, she murmurs. I smile. You started it. She laughs, steps away, but her hand brushes mine as she does. That night, nothing dramatic happens. We sleep in the same house, different rooms. Doors open. In the morning, she's already up. Coffee made, wearing something soft, not armor. You don't have to leave yet, she says. Casual. Too casual. I nod. I know. And just like that. I'm not the house sitter anymore, but I'm not anything else either. The key stays in my pocket. After that, nothing gets defined. It just settles. I don't move back out, but I don't move in either. Some nights I stay, some nights I don't. No explanations, no questions. She starts saying things like, stay. Not a request, not an order, just a fact. My toothbrush appears next to hers. No announcement, just there one morning. The cat starts sitting on my side of the couch, like it made a decision. We don't do dates, we do routines. Coffee in the morning, her reading at the counter, me pretending not to watch. She asks my opinion on art she hasn't finished, then actually listens. I fix small things around the house, drawer that sticks, light that flickers. She notices, never comments. Sometimes she touches my arm when she walks past. Sometimes she doesn't. I never know which one I'll get. It keeps me sharp. That scares me a little. One night, we're lying on the couch, movie playing, neither of us watching, her head on my chest, my hand resting where it shouldn't feel this natural. You make things easier, she says, voice low, almost to herself. I don't answer right away. Easy can turn into invisible, I say. She looks up at me, searching, not defensive. Is that what this feels like? She asks. I meet her eyes. Not yet. After that, something shifts. She starts assuming I'll be there, not asking, planning around it. My key stays on the hook by the door. Mine now. One evening, we're in the kitchen. She's distracted. Work call on speaker. I hear a man's voice. Familiar. Too familiar. She doesn't hide it, doesn't lower the volume. When the call ends, she says casually, he's in town next week. I nod, keep my tone even. Friend? She hesitates, just a fraction. Someone I used to know, she says. That's when it clicks. I'm not threatened. I'm measured. Later that night, we're in bed, her back to me. She says it without turning around, like she's commenting on the weather. This was convenient. The word hangs there, too clean, too honest. I don't react, don't pull away, don't hold tighter. I wait until morning. Coffee is already made. The house feels quieter than it ever has. I leave the key on the counter, right where she'll see it. She doesn't stop me. The door closes behind me, and for the first time since I arrived, the house feels empty. I don't text her. Not that day. Not the next. It's not punishment. It's space. I crash on a friend's couch, send out a few resumes, do normal things, feel anything but normal. My phone stays quiet until it doesn't. 3 nights later, there's a knock on the door. Not rushed, not hesitant. I already know. She's standing there. No heels, no perfect posture. Coat thrown on like an afterthought, for the first time since I met her. She looks unsure. You left your key, she says, like it's an accusation, like it's a question. I shrug. Didn't need it anymore. She steps inside, looks around. The small apartment, the borrowed couch, my life without her house wrapped around it. You didn't have to disappear, she says. I meet her eyes, calm, steady. I didn't disappear. I left. That lands harder than I expect. She exhales, slow, controlled, barely. I'm not good at keeping people, she says, not defensive, not dramatic, just stating a fact she doesn't like. I noticed, I reply. Silence stretches. This time it's heavy. What do you want? She asks finally. I don't rush it. I don't soften it. I don't want to be convenient, I say. I don't want to be temporary. She nods, eyes fixed somewhere behind me. I don't do forever, she says. Quiet. I take a step closer, not crowding, not retreating. I'm not asking for forever, I say. I'm asking to matter. That's when her composure finally slips, just a little. She looks at me, really looks. I let you into my house, she says. I don't do that. I nod. I know. Another beat. Then she reaches for my hand. Not pulling, not demanding. Come back, she says. Not to the house, to her. I squeeze her fingers once, grounded. I will, I say, as long as I'm not a guest. She doesn't answer right away. Then she leans in, kisses me. Not careful this time, not testing, when she pulls back. Her forehead rests against mine. You're not, she says. Finally. Outside. The night feels normal again. Not settled, not solved, just real.